Hello, fellow reefers! Whoa! This is where I left off, redesigning and almost completing the internal sump for my 20-gallon long. Let's check it out. So here's how we're setting it up in the office. I'm gonna do a combination of sponge filter, dun dun dun, nitrate factory. But that's super quiet, which I really like for the office. But the other one I want to test out is just using this 4-inch pipe. I'm going to go ahead and cut it just under this rim here. This is the one that I had in the big tank that I pulled out. And I'm going to do these same notches down below the weirs. And that's going to be total overkill for this tank. Not loving the look of a sponge filter, but hey, why not? I've got one brewing in the, I just have that there for the looks. I have one brewing in my 150 behind the rockwork. You can't see it, but it's cultivating all kinds of biomedia. Well, the sponge is the biomedia, right? It's cultivating all kinds of bacteria. And then I also have the filter floss that's in the large tank as well, which I'm going to go ahead and drop into here. So this should be another Insta tank. No cycling needed. This is one way, people, that you can get your tanks inhabited ASAP. Corals, of course, you can pop in there day one. So what I've done already, because I already had this capped off at the bottom, another way I could do it is to actually glue, cut those weirs off, glue that to the bottom, and then put a hole, and then you don't have to buy one of these caps. But I like the idea of being able to pull this in and out of the tank to service it or do whatever I want. That it's not permanent. There's another way you could do it is to actually cut this to length and then actually slice it down on two sides and then glue it in to the walls of the tank. And then it would take up a lot less room, right? It would be something like that, but a lot smaller. It would go like from here and then a semicircle over to here, kind of a thing. And that would be pretty cool too, but then I wouldn't be able to pull it out and service it, and I think I could get my hand in there still. There'd be plenty of volume because we've got this nice right angle over here, but I don't like the idea of something permanent being in there, and I really wanted to do a filter just on this side, but that seems like a lot of wasted real estate when this, whatever biomedia and filter floss I can put in here, is going to be plenty. So here's the filter all said and done that's going in the 20 long Nano. Let's take a look at the inside. You can see I decided to go with 2 mini pumps. And man, I went back and forth on whether or not I should use mini pumps DC, which are USB, but I ended up going with the AC kind. The pumps were just better for these little Nano builds, and I wanted to use 2 because you can see I've got one coming out this side and then I've got the other one coming out this side. They're actually pretty close to the back. I don't know if you can't really see, but they're right there. So you can kind of see. So they'll be close. So this is the back and this is up against the wall. And so they'll be shooting alongside the wall. I decided to go with putting this in the middle of the tank. And boy, I'm going back and forth on whether or not to do my idea of glue and then add a bunch of sand on there. And I just cannot decide whether or not to do that. I like the look of black, but it is kind of a pipe looking thing in the tank, and I don't know. We'll see what I end up with. Oh yeah, one quick note here. the heater is going to go inside there. Filter medium is going to go around the heater, and then on top is going to be the sponge, and this is the overflow. It's going to filter through that sponge, which I can take out probably every week, because it's a really coarse sponge, maybe every 2 weeks at the most, every 2 weeks, but it's going to maintain itself pretty well. Alright, I decided I'm going to go for it. Maybe I should just let that sit upside down for a bit first. Crack open the new one. Back to my trade glue. That was fun. Never can be too exciting, right? The whole bigger. Alright, so I need to stay in between here. Wherever this stuff is, that's where we're going to be. We're just going to be very liberal with the glue. We're going to use a disposable spatula. Look at that. Nice. Nice. Stay away from the weirs. If we go past that, it's just fine. Don't want to get in the motor. You know what? I'm just going to put it all on right now. The wind is a-blowing, the wind is a-blowing. Should have plugged those holes, huh? That is not pretty. That was kind of what I was afraid of, but let's see how well it cures and heals underwater. We'll let this sit for another 24 hours because because of this stuff. This stuff is so smelly and it takes a while to gas off. This stuff is okay. Once it's sealed, it's sealed. But what I found is 24 hours is necessary to cure this. So we let it cure. Reef here, signing off.
Now what are you doing?
I think I got it.
How do you know if it's up or down?